Okay, let's see what is Three.js. So I have this Three.js website open here. To understand Three.js, we can look at some of the examples that they have shown on their website. So I'll just go to examples and we can see some 3D views and animations here in the examples. And this is the first one, and that's how it looks. And if we look at another example, that's how it looks. I'll be leaving a link to this documentation in the description for you to check out more on what kind of components are possible to create using Three.js. It's basically a JavaScript library for building 3D components. I also have another website which is open here in my browser, and this is called React 3 Fiber. It's basically a NPM module which is kind of a wrapper around this Three.js library, which is a JavaScript library. So it's a React wrapper around this JavaScript library which helps to render all those 3D components that can be built with Three.js in the form of React components. And that's the command that you can use to install it in your React application. So let's copy this command from here. So if I split the screen, I have a new React application running here, which is a hello world application, and it's running here in my browser. So in this application, let me open a new terminal and paste the npm command that we got from the documentation. Now we can see that 3 Fiber module is installed in this React app, and we are going to try and build a simple 3D square box to see how the 3D models can be built in Three.js library. So here at the top, I'm just going to import canvas from 3 Fiber. Think of canvas as like a blank whiteboard where you can draw whatever you want to. So I'll just copy this canvas component, delete hello world, and change this to canvas component here. And this canvas is going to act like a blank screen where we can draw any 3D components. So inside this canvas, I'm just going to create a mesh, and we are going to position it in the center of the screen. So it's going to be positioned at the origin, and inside this mesh, we are going to create a box, which is again an inbuilt component in the 3 Fiber module, and we are going to pick box geometry. Now we can see a black gray box here, and if we place another component, which is mesh normal material. So mesh normal material is basically the texture that this box is going to have around it. So if we pick that, this is going to automatically pick the best colors in the texture for the box. This can be controlled, but we are not going to get into that in this video. That's going to be much more detailed, which I'll be covering in this entire playlist. So now we got the box here, but point is this doesn't really look like a 3D box. How you can think of 3D components is similar to taking an image from your camera. So let's say you have a box on your table and you are taking an image of it, and camera is placed right in front of it. It's going to look like a 2D box, even though it's having all the dimensions around it. They are not visible because the camera position is like that. To make it look like a 3D box on the canvas, we are going to change the camera position by using a property called camera. And inside this, we are going to pass an array, which is going to be position. And let's position it uneven at an angle to the box so we can see all the 3 dimensions. So I'll just go with 3, 2, and 3. If I do that and refresh my page, now this box is going to look like a 3D box because the camera is placed at the angle and it's capturing this box, let's say at the angle of 45 degrees. And we can also control how wide the camera is going to look at this box to make it look bigger or smaller, because with your camera, if you go closer to this box, this is going to look bigger. So we are going to try and do that by using front view, and let's give it a value of 45. Now if I refresh it, the box is going to be bigger because camera is placed much closer to the box. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video, but I'll be covering this library in much more details in this entire playlist. So do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications on the upcoming videos on this library. I'll see you in the next one.